Right now I'm going to show you the map page on the Garmin GPSMAP 62 series. You can see here I've got it in 2D view, and with these in and out buttons I can very easily zoom in and out on the map. This is also a topo unit that I'm using, so it has the topo maps loaded, and as I zoom in and out you can see I've got streets there, and as I keep zooming out you can see I have contours and everything else. So what else can I do with this map? Well, let's hit the menu button once. That's the map menu for the Garmin unit. So if I hit map setup, which I have highlighted there, I can now go into the setup of the map and change a few things that you see on the screen. One is the orientation. So right now I can change it from my track up to north up or automotive mode. North up means the map will always be facing up, will be north. If I do track up, that'll always be that my pointer is pointing up and the map will move around relative to the pointer always being up. So then it will move in its north and south directions and change with the map. Automotive mode puts the unit into a 3D view. So let's have a quick look. There's automotive, and you can see now I have more of a 3D view, or I can see into the horizon. If I go map setup again and change this to track up, you can see here my pointer is pointing up, but the map is pointing north, is down in this direction. So it's not orientated around north, it's orientated around the direction I'm traveling is always up. Then you hit menu one more time and we can go to north up, and now you can see north is up, but my direction I'm traveling is down to the left, so that it's rotated the map around. So that's just one other way you can look at the map. Let's go back to map setup. Guidance text. I can change how the guidance text shows up. It's never, when navigating, or always. Next, data fields. I can have one large one, two small ones, four small ones. I can put a dashboard, or I can make a custom display at the top of my map. So what does that mean? Well, let's have a look. I can put one large data field. There it is. I have my trip odometer at the top of my map. How do I change that? If I hit menu, you can now see change data fields popped into this little sub menu here. So if I click on that and hit enter, you can see it's highlighted in blue. I hit enter. Now I can select from any one of these options here to show in that data field. So let's flick through them just so you can have a look and understand what's available. Now, as before it said, you can have one large one, or you can have two or four of those data fields. So of these selectors here, I can choose any one, two, or four of those to be displayed on my map at any one time. So let's go quit. I want to keep that there. I'm going to quit out of that, hit menu, set up map. Let's see what two fields look like. There we go. Now I have two fields. Again, I can go through change data fields. Which one do I want to change? That one or the left or right? So I can do that quite easily. And again, set up map. Let's put in 4 and let's see what that looks like. So there it is with 4, and again I'm still in setup of data fields, so I can change those however I want from that list I showed previous. So if we quit out of this, hit menu, setup. Now it talks about a dashboard. What is a dashboard? Well, let's go down and have a look. Here are my options. I can have a recreational dashboard, automotive, stopwatch, compass, geocaching, and elevation plot in my dashboard. So let's choose compass and see what it comes up with. There we go. That's the dashboard at the top. So it's more than just a field. It's an actual little icon that actually has function. So that would be a compass. As I swing, that compass will move. Or I can go in here, set up, change that to dashboard again. And I want, let's go to geocaching, which again I don't have anything in, but you can see what I can have available to me in my geocaching options there. So that's how you do the dashboard. Now, one other thing, whoops, let's go back to that map. One other thing you can do in this setup is custom. So what does custom do? Well, when I'm navigating with the GPS, what do I want to show at the top? I can choose one large dashboard icon. I can have 2, 4, or the dashboard itself. So that's a choice, and then when I'm not navigating, I can do the same thing. I can pick what I want it to be. So I can have it do different things relative to what I'm doing with the GPS's mapping system. Then I've got here advanced map setup. Auto zoom is on or off. Zoom levels, I can tell where the zoom levels kick in at what zoom point. So you can see there I can change it to relative to what I'm zooming in when I see what I see: map points, waypoints, street labels, and land cover. Text size, I can change that for, you can see here, small, medium, or large for the map points, waypoints, street labels, and land cover. Detail, I can go through the detail of the map and show most information, more, normal, less, and least. And shade relief, I can show if available, do not show, or auto. Finally, down here I have the map information, and these are the 3 maps that are loaded in this unit. This unit is the 62STC, so the T stands for Topo, so you can see there it has enabled or turned on right now the Topo USA 100K. So I can actually go down to that, select it, and turn it off, however I choose. So that's how you can set up the map. Now, here as well, this is a view geocache that's relative to the dashboard I have. I can measure a distance on this map, so I can actually move my icon, go up here, and say I want to get to this point right here. It tells me it's 3.45 miles in a straight line from where I am. So that's a great little feature as well, and then we can quit out of that, or I can restore defaults, hit enter, and I go back to where I started as the default. So that's how you can use the map page and set it up to be more how you want it to be on the Garmin GPSMAP 62 series GPS.